Oh wait, actually, hello. I realized I muted myself. My bad. We cannot hear you. Okay, can you hear me now? Yeah, yeah. Cool. Yeah. I need to start remembering to turn on my mic sometimes, because I like sometimes mute it if I'm doing like just a drawing, speed draw, and I'm just recording this thing, and then sometimes I forget. So I should try to remember. Uh oh, is this still? Oh, okay. I thought I moved it. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't change it. Never mind. Am I animating this character? Not yet. So today is going to be. Oh, I should maybe draw something so people can like see. Um, let's see. Are we gonna? Here, we'll build off of this or something. I don't know. It's like those wire characters from what's it? Soul. Anybody see that movie? Yeah. But today, oh, we hold up. I don't know if my touch is on. Don't think it is. Hold up. Just give me a sec. Oh, it is on. What? Okay. Sometimes my tablet wigs out and the touch is a little the touch screen is aspect is a little funky. So, yeah. But yeah, we are going to be doing a character design. Sorry, got lost in track, lost in thought. But I'm going to be designing a character for animation, and the goal is that we're going to use this character down the line in future streams, and then we're going to reuse this character to create like a more full on animation sequence. So we're going to kind of run through the gamut of the kind of pipeline, I guess, the so to speak pipeline of what it is to design a character for animation. And so that's what we're going to do. Character design. So this is we'll call this day 1. This is like 24. Anybody watch 24? I feel like that's a little bit too dated now. Day 1. The pipeline. I know. Dun dun dun. Oh no, funky screen. Yeah, I feel like my tablet's been a little. it's not that it's busted or anything. I don't need a new one, but it's getting there. I feel like it's I've also dropped it, so to be fair, I kind of did a whoopsie and dropped my tablet, which is not great. I don't need a new one. And he needs Yo, tablets. Well, I mean, I guess now the competition is so high for tablets. You can get one that's not that expensive. Okay. Well, I think we'll keep up the conversation. I guess I'm just gonna start the stream. So, hello everybody for welcome to our stream. Thank you for joining us. You could probably tell I'm not Iggy. I don't sound like Iggy, or maybe we do sound the same. I don't know. But hopefully we sound a little bit different so that you're able to tell that I am not Iggy. So I think from now on, I'm going to be streaming on Sundays for a little bit, and I think I'm alternating with Iggy. So yeah, now you have me to look forward to on your Sundays. So hey, isn't that great? So we're going to get started. I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction. Then we're going to run through our new monthly challenge. We've gotten some submissions already. I don't know if I don't know if Jesse went through the submissions yesterday, but I picked some, and hopefully I try to pick them all near the bottom, so hopefully they're all like the current ones that literally just got submitted. So hopefully we didn't pick any doubling, but yeah. So hello, welcome to our stream. If you don't know who we are Wing Canvas. We are a YouTube channel that makes art tutorial videos on tips, tricks, and drawing advice to better help our fellow art nerds and in this art community of ours. But we aren't just a YouTube channel. We are actually an art school that originated here in Canada. So we offer a variety of classes that range from drawing foundations to animation to cartooning and digital illustrations, taught by our many talented instructors. So if you've been wanting to improve your art class, or not your art class, improving your art skills, and you want to get feedback from our amazing teachers and artists, then I highly recommend signing up for one of our classes. And as you can see on our website, on my screen, the website is there, and I'm pretty sure our mods is posting the links. So if you want to check out our classes, if any of those sound interesting to you, definitely go take a look at them. And if you'd like to support us further, we do offer a Patreon where you will gain access to bonus perks such as feedback from one of our teachers here, recorded classes, file accesses to our class or the streams, as well as emotes and member badges. So if you want to support us further, or any of these kind of behind the scenes packages seem kind of, I don't know, they sound pretty good to you, definitely check out our Patreon. And we are also on social media, so be sure to follow us on Discord, Instagram, and Facebook. This way you'll never miss out on announcements, discounts, or classes, or our live streams, as well as artworks that we make on our stream. So at the end of today's stream, you guys already know it, by the time we're done, I do post the drawings onto Discord. So if you want to see it quickly or like immediately right after stream, that's where it gets posted first, I believe. And then the following social medias after. Oh, and also apparently TikTok. Yeah, so I definitely got to add TikTok to the mix of things. It's weird because like TikTok is so out of left field for me that I completely, even though it's the most popular social media right now, I totally forget that TikTok is a thing, because it's just like, oh, you're right, yeah, TikTok, yeah, totally forgot about that. Newish to TikTok, yeah. Me and you, Kevin, we're in the same boat. Although I will say, Kevin, you're definitely way more tech savvy and more up to date with things than I am. I'm kind of like, Discord? Yes. Teach me about this Discord. Show me how to use Discord. But TikTok, yeah, definitely way out of my wheelhouse. So, as you can see, we are going to be doing a character design, and it's going to be exciting. But before we jump into that, I don't know if this is new for you guys, but every month we have a different art challenge, and this month is, I believe, what do we call it? We called it good. Is it good and evil? Oh, good versus evil. Yes. So it's going to be kind of like a dichotomy between good versus evil. However you want to go about displaying that is completely up to you. If you go to our Discord and you go to month or art challenges, this month's challenge, that's where you can post your drawings. They can be either traditional or digital, and there's been some pretty good submissions so far. So that's what I'm gonna do right now, is I'm gonna give a shout out to 3 drawings that I thought were pretty cool, and yeah, just gonna give a little shout out to our community there. So the first one we're starting off with is this Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker. Awesome angle over here. Like, this looks really cool. So good job, Lee. I don't know, that's what you went by on Discord. Hope you're here in the chat or in the stream, because I'm giving you a free shout out here. But yeah, this is awesome. I love the dynamics of it. I love the pose, the lighting. It's just so clean, simple and clean, you know, just like the song. And yeah, it's really easy to look at, super dynamic and awesome poses. So good job, Lee. Sick drawing. And then the next one is by Blue Wizard. And you know what? This is also really, I just realized that both of these are diagonally kind of drawn with, in terms of like the composition, they're both kind of the same. I did not intentionally do that. It just so happened to be this way. But it's kind of cool that, I guess, if you want a really dynamic shot, yeah, diagonal composition is the way to go. But yeah, good job, Blue Wizard here. Really cool dynamic shot. And I think what I really like is that the dragon and the knight looks like they're painted, but the smoke coming out is graphic, and like these motion lines are graphic. And I think that's really cool. I really like that. That's kind of like up my alley in terms of like design and art style. I really love graphic shapes and everything. I have a thing for diagonal. Maybe, who knows? You can't go wrong with diagonals. There's nothing wrong. But yeah, great work, great Blue Wizard. Awesome drawing. And then we got one by Smort, I guess is how you pronounce the name, Smort. I picked this one because it was traditional, but it also looked really cool. Honestly, I didn't really take the time to look really closely as to what's happening. I just saw it quick glance. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And it's traditional. Got to give a little shout out to the traditional artists out there. And yeah, this is really cool. There's a lot going on. I'm assuming that the top corner is the good guys, I think, and the bottom is the bad ones. Like the bottom ones, they kind of look like demons, and then the top ones, they look like good guys, I think. So I don't know. Oh, I just realized I never turned on the music, I don't think. Let me see. Yeah, I have the music. Okay. Whoops. Now there should be some music. I realized, like, oh, why is it a little quiet? And it's because there's no music. So yeah. Okay, and this is by Smort. So thank you to the 3 of you for this like really cool submission of pieces. And here are all 3 of them lined up. Usually we do a little bit more, so, and all his overlays. Hey, at this point I'm kind of like the senior here, trying to figure out how does the computer work. I want to turn up the music, but I don't know, I forgot to turn up the music. Yeah, but thank you to the 3 of you for submitting. And again, as always, if you guys feel like participating in our monthly challenges, it is on Discord. It's under art submission or art challenges, I believe. Yeah, art challenges. And then under this month's challenge, it'll lead you to a separate channel so that you can submit all of your drawings there. So, and then who knows, maybe your drawing will get picked for the monthly challenge pick during the stream, and then you'll get a little shout out. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. Okay, so that being said, that is our character challenge little highlight. And let's see, I'm like, you know what, I honestly was a little bit surprised with the poll results. I don't know if you guys can hear my mouse just like clicking around, but let's see. I don't think it's changed. I think the winner is still Ghost Hunter. Okay, so it seems like it's Ghost Hunter, but you know what? I'm not gonna. It was a little surprising it was pretty even. So let me see if I can actually maybe I'll open it up on a different window. Just give me a sec. Just gonna bring up our community channel so you can like see it. So this is our channel right here, and as you can see right now, Ghost Hunter is the winner. So that's what we're going to be designing. I'm going to design a Ghost Hunter type character and kind of run through the process of how I come up with a character and the different stages and the steps. So we're going to start from being really rough and moving it to the kind of close maybe to finalization stage, but because this is a character that's going to be reoccurring in other animation streams as well, it might not be like the final, but you know, it might be a little close. You voted for Magic User, Kevin? Nice. I voted for Parkour Runner. And honestly, everybody was like, yo, let's mix them. Can you combine Parkour Runner with whichever one that wins? And like, it's pretty close. Look at that. It's like Mad Scientist is pretty close. Like Magic User, Ghost Runner, or Parkour Runner, Mad Scientist. They're all pretty close. I was honestly surprised because there's usually like one clear winner. And like, yeah, Ghost Hunter is pretty clear, but I would say this is a pretty neck and neck kind of poll happening over here. Poor old fisherman though. No one gave too much love to the fisherman guy. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see where like maybe the different directions we can take this character design. And honestly, I think maybe I'll ask the chat too if you guys can pitch in what you guys want me to, like, the stuff to add to this character. Maybe we could do a little bit of that too. So yeah, so with that being said, we're gonna get started, and I'm just gonna put this way into the corner kind of thing. Usually I use Krita to draw, but for today mostly I think I'm gonna stick to Sketchbook just because it's way easier. I can control and move the camera really easily. I'll try not to rotate it too much, but yeah. Faye's in the chat. You voted for Ghost Rider too? No, Ghost Hunter is cool. I think I was trying to like do some brainstorming as to like maybe what I would have wanted. So yeah, I mean it's a good challenge. And I might mix in some Ghost Runner aspects because I love drawing shoes. So maybe we'll draw some like cool looking shoes and whatnot. So yeah. But yeah, like what I was saying, I usually use Krita, but when I'm drafting and drawing, I typically like using Sketchbook because it's really easy to maneuver. It's really easy to kind of control the screen and everything. So, and it's nice and clean, and hopefully this makes it really easy for you guys to see. So that's what we're going to be doing, is using Sketchbook. So before we start with the Sketchbook, or before we start drawing, I'm going to lay down the different steps that we're going to start off with. So the first step is going to be, maybe I will use a different marker. That one's a little bit too big, a little bit too chunky. Okay, so the first step that we're going to start off with is the character, let's say, description. So before we start any kind of character design and full-on like actual drawing of it, I'm gonna start figuring out who this character even is. Like, I don't know who this is, so we're gonna start with character description. Maybe it'll be like character / background. So this could be their like backstory, or maybe we'll call it backstory instead. Character backstory. Why is the background white? I don't know. It's just because that's the default color. Yeah. Zombie hunter? Oh, I mean, you know, maybe we could give a little hint on that, but it's mostly going to be focusing on the ghost hunter. So we're going to start with character description slash backstory. This is our way of describing who this character is, what this character does, maybe even their personality and some like character traits that I might want to add to this character. And yeah, like even timeline, maybe is it apocalyptic? Is it in like modern day? Is this in the future? Is this in the past? Like, you guys can throw out some ideas and then maybe we'll try using some of them. The second thing, after we come up with the character description and backstory, we have to figure out the shape language, or maybe like shape design. So shape language slash design. And don't worry, I'm just laying it down right now, but we will go into each of these steps and these different stages and how they work. Hey, Flighty Feathers, hello. And hello, everybody joining us. I see that the viewer count is slightly going up. So hello, everybody who's just joining us. We're doing a character design for animation, and I'm just running through the steps that we're going to be doing. So shape design, shape language. This one is going to be silhouette focused. So silhouette. I always feel like I need to spell out how to spell silhouette. The third one is going to be the actual rough design. So once we get the shape language and shape design figured out and the silhouette, then we're finally going to do the rough drawing. And this one, rough drawing, we'll call it variation. Variation. Sorry for my horrible writing. And then I think the fourth one, hopefully by the end of the stream, I'll be able to make it to the fourth step, and it won't be too rough. Like it'll be somewhat cleaned up of a drawing. But the fourth step is going to be, let's say, focus design. We're going to focus in on one of the shapes that we really like, one of the designs that we really like, and just like hone in into that one and focus in on it. So we're going to focus on the design, focused, or I call it focused design. Maybe some other people might have a different term for it, but focused design is what we're going to do. Focused design, and then if we have enough time, maybe we'll do a cleanup. And again, I do want to remind everyone, this might not be the final version. As with all kind of things when it comes to art, everything's always up in the air. Some things are going to change, some things might adjust. So just because I've laid it or maybe cleaned it up by the end of this stream, we might still fix it, just because down the road I might realize like, oh, it's actually easier to design a character looking like this for animation. So partway through it might change down the road, so you guys will get a first glimpse as to how the character will change throughout the weeks and everything. So we're going to label this character design for animation stage 1. And let me see. Yeah, gonna put it right over here, so looks nice and official. Wow, so clean, so so professional looking. Not really, but I try. My first art question: how do you write in a straight line on a tablet? That's that's an interesting question. Is this straight? Is this considered straight? I don't know. I feel like my writing is pretty wonky too, Kevin. It's not that bad. So I'm gonna just divide it into some quadrants here, so then we can kind of see overall afterwards how things are gonna change as we continue working on these and everything. Continue working on the ideas and the design, and don't worry, I'm gonna try to keep it as clean as possible and organized so that we can look at it really at the end and see how it all comes together. You know, like that meme, it's all coming together, you know, kind of thing. It sounds so weird for me to be like, just like that meme, guys. Because I genuinely, I feel old saying that. It's like, yeah, I know what I'm saying. My goodness. Okay, so we're gonna divide it here. Maybe it's not evenly split. That's okay. It's fine. Is this the cleanest whiteboard looking thing? No, it's not, but it's okay. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, let's see. We are gonna add some colors. We're just gonna divide it up, I think. So this way, we have some like working space to work within. And I'm just going to try to keep the drawings within these sections so we can kind of see the progression as we move on. Let's see. And I'm not going to be drawing on these anyways, so let's just group all of this in, and we're going to start drawing on a new layer. And hopefully everything looks good. Hopefully you guys can see what we're doing here. And I'll try not to move the screen too much so that it's not too disorientating, because I know that I typically like to zoom in and out a lot while I'm working. So this is kind of our plan. This is our plan of attack right now. This is how we're going to do things. Yeah, let's see. I'm just going to catch up to chat right now. Just need to practice handwriting. Don't worry, my handwriting was terrible. Although, you know, as a kid, I tried really hard in penmanship. I do use a Wacom, yes. And I'm using Sketchbook and Krita at the moment. Well, for now, I'm using Sketchbook. And then maybe when we finalize it, I typically like to switch over to Krita afterwards. Yeah. You'll hear that a lot in Josh's stream. It's fine. Yeah, welcome to my stream. I do say it's fine a lot. Used to capture the ghost. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, okay, you know what? Let's just start spitballing right here, right now. So what do you guys want for this character background, this backstory? Like, let's just do the whole, like, what is it? Basic, like, the 5 W's, right? Like, who? Or, no, let's start with, where. Where do we want this character to be, even? You know, like, where? Let's start with that. Where? You know what, now that I think about it, Kevin, I guess I have to write straight, because, like, if I need to draw a straight line, I have to be able to write and draw a straight. How am I doing, Flighty? I'm doing pretty good, not too bad. I have some lemon ginger tea with some honey next to me, so that's kind of keeping me sustained right now. Wait, okay, I'm seeing a lot of apocalypse, so we'll write that down. We'll say apocalypse. Hopefully I spelled apocalypse correct. I like the ghost vibes. In the woods. Okay, let's do... I feel like apocalypse is when. So I am going to just maybe move this over. And we'll put this as when. And we'll make this all caps. When. And we'll make this where. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, guys, because I'm gonna try to make this a little bit more of a cooperative kind of experience for you guys. So there's, like, you know, you guys get a little bit of a chat experience, get involved with the design. Okay, apocalyptic city. So we'll put that as a subcategory. City. I saw woods somewhere, so let's say woods. Let's see, Sweden. What? Why Sweden? Sweden, I feel like is too nice. Sure. You know what? Since I saw that and that made me laugh, I'll put Sweden. That's so random. Why? Okay, now everybody's chiming in with Sweden. Australia. Okay. I don't know about country, guys. I mean, it could base it. It allows for some yeah, my writing's terrible. I always flip between lower caps and upper caps. Ship abandoned. Oh, wait. I'm putting it in when. Why am I putting it in when? What's happening? We'll put it here. City, woods, Sweden. I'm like losing it. I'm losing it, Scoobs. That's what's happening right now. Okay, we'll put it like this. We'll put it side by side so we have a little bit of space and everything. Some dots so we know. Okay. Skinny teen boy? Okay, wait. Are we doing this modern time? Okay, someone said 1930s. Okay, we'll put 1930s as an option. We'll leave it at Sweden and Australia. Okay, America's too common though, I feel like. You know, haunted apartment complex. Sure. Apartment complex. Apartment complex. Are they human? Yeah, like, okay, who are the who is this person? Who? Are they human? Human? human question mark? Human question mark? Do we want like what is this? A giant abandoned ghost town on a ship. Oh right, ship. You know what? I forgot to write the ship. I honestly I like the ship idea. That seems cool. A haunted ship in Sweden. Wait, is Sweden surrounded by water? Don't look at me, guys. I don't know what Sweden is surrounded by. Don't judge me. It is not surrounded by. Okay, it looks like it has a. Is it called a fjord? There's a body of water on the east side of it. It looks like, but don't make fun of me, Kevin. Don't laugh. Who? Oh, someone said wait, mutated fungus. Is that like a location? We lizard hybrid. Oh, do we want some like hybrid creature? It could be. Who said this ghost hunter had to be human? Oni child with a ghost pet. Oh, you know what? I like that. Oni child. I've been replaying Last of Us lately, so I'm kind of in the zombie haunted apartment complex mood as well. Oni child could be half consuming character. Oh, you know what? Like, oh, what if it has some like ghost complex within? That could be cool. Ghost complex within. So combining ideas here. 1930s Sweden steampunk. Okay, wait. I didn't say anything about steampunk. I don't know about steampunk city. Maybe they're human. They can see ghosts trying to help them pass on. Okay. Yeah, you know. Okay. We'll get to that later. You know, I might be running out of space actually. You know what? We are gonna up the visual quality to 300 because I don't think I'll have enough space. Jokes. Okay, let's just shrink this down, way down. And hopefully this way we can still see it. Yeah. I don't know about the half zombie. Little wolf boy girl. That could be cool. There could be something there. Half wolf child. Half wolf child. Okay. I feel like we got some pretty cool ideas here. We'll figure it out later in blue. Okay. One thing I did want to add are goggles. I do want to put in goggles. Right. Age. Finding their parents. I like that. Finding parents in the ship. I mean, in the ship. I feel like I'm pretty sold on like the haunted ship in Sweden. So I guess maybe we aren't going with the Oni stuff. We can go with in Sweden. The boat has crashed in that east side lake or bay. It's a haunted ship. This kid has a ghost complex within them, and they're looking for their parents. I'm seeing some ages thrown around. We got the 12 to 6. Okay, let's see. 15 or 16 guys. I feel like I'm seeing 14, 15. Okay, let's just say for now 14 roughly to 16 age. I'm going to have to look back at my writing as well afterwards and try to decipher what it is that I'm writing. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of... It's like back and forth. I feel like you guys are purposely going back. 15, 16, 15, 16. Viking Ghost... Oh, that's so sick. Oh, I like that. Oh, Viking Ghost ship? Yeah, Viking? I mean, it is in Sweden. I feel like that kind of makes sense. 40. So, you know what? Maybe the parents are 40. I don't know. We could go with that. Viking Ghost ship. Yeah, I feel like we don't see too many of those. That could be cool. So we got where, when... Wait, 1930s. Yeah, I guess we could go 1930s, maybe. Who... I feel like we've gotten pretty good. What? Okay, they are a what? Okay, we gotta move on. We gotta like have some design going on afterwards eventually anyways as well. So what? Who do we want? I guess what? Yeah, we know they're a ghost hunter, but like, what type of ghost hunter are they? Are they experienced? I think would be the question. Are they experienced? I guess if they're a kid, maybe they're amateur. They're amateur. They maybe not too much gear. Not too much gear is a good one. Google's being able to amplify their ability. Oh, goggles amplify. That could be cool too. Yeah, make them 3.5. What? Apprentice. Oh, apprentice. Okay, yeah, we can go with that. Apprentice. Apprenticeship sounds good. Rookie. They are. Yeah, I guess it makes sense that they're a rookie. But you can have people who are experienced who are also 15s. So ghost dragons. Ooh, okay. You know what? I will put that out there. Like maybe ghost dragons? Who knows? Let's shrink down this. Okay, ghost dragons. Ghost dragon. Studied to take to pin. Okay, sure, they can do martial arts. I'm down with that. Martial arts. Martial arts proficient. We'll just put it that way. I'm like, I don't want to say expert, but we'll say proficient. Hello, AFFG or AFG. I don't know. Sorry if I butchered your name, but welcome to our stream. Well, glad that you're here. Ghost dragons could be on the ship. Yeah. Younger kid, less raised by the dead being around them. Having so this is just Bleach right now. We're describing Swedish Bleach is what this is. I'm just kidding. I mean, we don't have any like swords or anything going on, but okay. I think this is pretty good. I think what we're gonna do now is I'm going to solidify. I know we didn't do the whole 5 W's and whatever, but I feel like this is a good amount of information. I'm gonna move this, and then we're gonna solidify what it is that we are picking and choosing and everything. And we're gonna use some blues. Use some blues for that. Carries a battle axe. Oh yeah, I guess we could also discuss like what type of weapon they have, but we'll figure that out afterwards. So right now, our where is I'm down with Sweden. We want Sweden. Where? Sweden. He is Sweden. Oh wait, we didn't even figure. Is it a guy, girl? Maybe? Who knows? What? Is it a creature? Nondescript? Sweden. Taiwan? Sweden? I guess Sweden's pretty big. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll say near the water. Near water. I'll decide. I'm kind of leaning towards a guy, a boy. Yeah, I guess everybody's saying boy. Okay, where? Sweden, near the water. When? I think I only saw 1930s, so I guess we're sticking with 1930s. 1930s Sweden? What does that even look like? what is like apocalypse? Everybody's saying apocalypse. Okay. 1930s. That's. I'm gonna bump up the time. Let's just not do 1930s. Let's do 1990s. We'll go with the 90s. We're going back. We're going back to my era, the 90s. 90s was such a weird time period. It was like I felt like everything in the 90s felt hardcore. When? Okay, 1990s. I overrode everybody's decision. The years in the future. Guess it's World War One, two. Yeah, I guess that's a weird. I'm sticking with 90s. I like the 90s. We're going with the 90s. Yeah. Sleeveless jacket. Oh, it's the period of like super over the top colors, and everything is also like edgy and neon, just weird. We gotta look up references to what 1990s Sweden looks like. Okay, let's see. Who? Okay, are we sticking with a human? I feel like we are deciding that this is a human person. Human. What did we want? We wanted dead parents. I guess this guy is also Swedish 8 15. We'll say 15. I'll pick it right in the middle. 15 years old boy ghost hunter is what we're going with. Ghost hunter. This is 1990s, remember? Yeah, that's true. 2000s was like the edgy, like was it Linkin Park, Evanescence, Paramore, I feel like. So, and then the 80s was like funk. So it's such a weird in between. The 90s is funny. Leg warmers, I like that. We'll figure that out. Swedish 15-year-old boy hunting ghost hunter. I like weird. Big sweatshirts, tights, and super baggy pants. I feel like, haven't we gone back? I feel like, isn't that the style just now? Like now everything is like oversized. Like people still wear oversized. Long hair. Oh, long hair. I don't know if I want to give this guy long haired. Yeah. Let's see. What else did we say? Oh, ghost complex, right? Are we saying that he can see ghosts? Can see ghosts. I guess I'm just gonna combine what and who together. They're kind of similar with one another, so I'm just gonna combine them. Let's see. He can see ghosts, dead parents, or I guess we said he's trying to find parents. Trying to find parents on the ship. On the haunted Viking ship. Haunted Viking ship. I cannot write Viking. Why did I write it like that? Viking ship. Okay. Mullet. And mullet? I don't know. Mullet seems so bad. Yeah, we have to animate this too, so we can't go... Mullet sounds a little bit too hard. Eesh. Mullet's hard. Because I gotta animate that hair too. Yes, everybody, remember, I gotta animate this at the end too, so... Yeah. What else did we say? Trying to find his parents. Oh, right, knows martial arts. He's experienced hunter. What do we say? He can... Oh, martial arts. Martial arts. And let's see. I don't think we're gonna go with the whole apprentice vibe. I guess he is an apprentice. Is he? No, we're going with amateur, right? We'll go with amateur apprentice. Apprentice hunter. Knows martial arts. Half wolf hybrid. I don't... You know what? Maybe we'll just make them normal. Like, he's not gonna be combined with anything. He's just a normal human with like a ghost complex within. I like that idea. Like the ghost complex. So like maybe part of him has like a ghost power coming from within. Ghost complex. I'm just gonna call it complex for now because I don't really know exactly how that will work out, but ghost dog companion. We could have that. So maybe over here. I feel like this is pretty good. I think we touched upon everything that we went over. Let's see. You know, in orange, I will put this as like maybes. Like this is the maybe. So companions, was it ghost dog companion? Companion. He thinks he's a ghost, but oh, that's pretty intense, Kevin. We must go easy. Yeah, don't go too hard. He's going to tackle ghosts. The ground should go to Phasmophobia style. Yeah, I was thinking about that because it's like, what's that game? That game that got really popular on stream, the one where you have to go find stuff for your company, like garbage on planets, and sell them, and then there's like creatures hunting you. Forgot what that game is called. Ghost Dog Companion. I guess that's the only thing. That's the only. Oh, Lethal Company. Yes, yes. Past but don't know. Sure. Past. Why did I write past like that? Past parents, but doesn't know. That could add into it. Doesn't know. Okay, so I feel like we've gotten a pretty good feel for roughly what this person is like and who he is and everything. And this is kind of like what is like a good way to get started because you know, as much as it's really cool to come up with really nice and cool designs and just make things look good, when we make a design for a character, it also has to stem from within. We need to know who this character is, where they're coming from, what's their background, so that we know what we're building off of and we're not just making a character randomly. Although that's totally fine. Like, you can definitely do that as well. Actually, before we continue on, I'm just going to remember to save. So just give me a sec. Just gonna label this like what's the date? 02. It's the 4th, 2024. Stream Josh character design. Okay. Sweet. We have it saved. So yeah, after you get like everything kind of figured out and everything, can it be in an apocalypse time? I guess we could. 90s apocalypse? That's almost like Blade Runner vibes. Yeah. Okay, so I think we're gonna move on to stage 2 now. So this is shape, language, and design, and the silhouette. But I actually kind of want to delve a little bit more into his personality. So we figured out kind of the backstory and the background and where this person comes from. But now I kind of want to get a feel for what their personality is like. I'm assuming that if this person has been trained in martial arts and they're really proficient with fighting ghosts and hunting, and they've been put through the ringer as a ghost hunting apprentice, they're probably gonna be pretty like they're not the most happiest character, right? I feel like this would be like they're, or is someone saying positive? Someone's like funny. He's a little moody. Yes, that's the term. That's what I was thinking of. Moody and serious. That's kind of what I feel like would match a little bit more. I feel like he's giving me kind of Batman vibes. You know, you would be thinking of Moody. I am. I would be, yeah. Josh is so biased. Yeah. He's got to be Moody. Yeah. Pretty determined. I would say that this is a determined person. Like hardworking. And hardworking. Let's see. Are they are they someone who stays up late? Do you think they have a good sleeping habit? I feel like sleeping habit actually does like such a interesting play on someone's personality. I'm gonna say bad sleeping habits. Bad sleeping habits makes more sense. I feel like if you're gonna be a ghost hunter and you're hunting ghosts, you gotta be up all night. Exactly, Kevin. Yeah, sleep all night. Wait, you know what I just realized? Wait, on Sundays, is it just Kevin and Faye who mods? Does Joanne not mod? Is Joanne no longer help with the streaming on Sundays? It's just Kevin. Oh no! Oh, no more Joe. That's so sad. Well, you know, glad to have you here, Kevin. I guess it is Kevin and Faye. You guys are my mods. No Joe on Sundays. Oh my goodness, yo, Joanne is in the chat. Hey, hello. Wow. What a coincidence that like you just so happen to be lurking in the chat as I mention you. That's funny. Bad sleep. Wait, why did I say bad sleep all night? Bad sleeping habits. That doesn't make sense. Bad sleeping habits. Yeah, I'm drawing in the background. Hey, nice. Oh, really? Yeah, that's so cool to hear. Well, I don't know. Hopefully you got some good drawing going, Joe. I will protect you. She's You're gonna protect. Kevin's watching everyone on the chat. Yeah. He hates puns? Okay. You know what? That's an interesting thing. Hates puns. That's such a, like a passive thing. Don't know if it'll do anything, but you know, I like it. Hates puns, bad sleeping habits. Um is he a kind person? Just here for the party. Hey, that's cool to have you here, Faye. Just enjoying the time on stream. Yeah. Pyromaniac. But does that make sense? Kind-hearted? Okay. I don't know why I wrote hates pus. I guess you could hate pus as well. Like, maybe he's afraid of blood. Ooh, you know? Yeah, maybe afraid of blood. He only hunts ghosts because he's afraid of blood. Blood. Hates pus. Yeah, I don't. I don't know. Hates. Okay, well, I saw hates puns, and I was like, that's cool. And then I looked at what I wrote. It was like, I wrote he hates pus, and I'm like, I guess that's something you could hate. No one loves pus. Afraid of blood, hates puns, a kind, right? So I think like deep down he's kind. Deep down, he's kind. We want a nice guy, I guess. He's kind. A kind-hearted. We'll say kind-hearted. He's Batman. We're basically describing ghost hunting Batman. Such a Josh carry. What does that even mean? Last time I streamed, I drew a penguin riding a lynx. That's so like out there and totally different. But yeah. Let's see. He's been through so much he refused to let anything happen to anyone. That just sounds like Batman. We are designing ghost hunting Batman at this point. Does not want harm to others. Okay. I like that. Afraid of blood is cool. Yeah, exactly, right? It's I don't know, it's like a small little thing, you know, it's interesting. Exactly, and the time before that, a fire-headed rooster. I guess. All these weird things. Hates pus. And then a penguin riding a lynx. And then a flaming rooster. Yeah, I guess it matches. Batman's cool though. I guess. He looks tough on the outside, but refuses to let anyone. Okay. Tough shell. He's got a tough shell. I don't know why I wrote tough shell. Tough shell. Okay, I think this is a pretty good amount. We've gotten a good feel for this person. Bad sleeping habits, moody and serious. Hold up. Let's see. What else did we write? Hard-working. Sounds about right. Hates puns, afraid of blood, kind-hearted, does not want harm to others, tough shell. I feel like these all sound pretty good and they all make sense. Yeah, I think this is pretty good list. This is a solid collection of people. Oh, I'm also gonna maybe move this here so you guys can maybe see. Actually, you know what? I'll put it here. Typically, I have the pencil thing off to the side, so you guys don't usually see it. But for stream, I guess I'll put it over here so you guys can see the different types of pens and pencils that I'm using on Sketchbook. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it. So right now, what I'm gonna do is we are gonna start creating some silhouettes. Finally, some drawing. After all this time of talking and discussing, we're finally gonna do some drawing after all this time. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So for silhouettes, I like to work really rough. It's meant to be fast, and I like using a big brush so you're not committed to anything. And what we're going to do is that within the small box, we are going to be drawing a bunch of silhouette characters inside of here, just so that we can see where everything is kind of inside of. You know, we're gonna make this orange. This is like a whiteboard of ideas happening right now. That's what this is. Okay, so we're gonna kind of put all our brainstorming, silhouettes and shapes into here. So the reason why we want to be using silhouettes is because before we go into any details like the character, like the details in the face and the poses and everything, we want to figure out the overall dimensions and the scaling of the character. Is he big? Is he short? Is he wide? And I would say that don't leave anything kind of like, you want to kind of test out everything. So just because you're like, you know what, short seems cool, doesn't mean that like all the variations we make should have the character be short. Is he tall? Well, if he's tall, is he thin? Is he wide? Is he average build? So this is what we're going to be doing, is we're going to be figuring it out. And here's the thing, is that the point of this is to show that you're not supposed to have like a good perfect design by the end of it. You're trying to hone in. You're kind of focusing and slowly figuring out what works for the design and the character that we kind of just came up with. So he's underweight and skinny. I feel like that is kind of the route that I'm feeling as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a kind of prisoner lineup. So basically meaning we're not turning him in any specific angles. He's not in any kind of pose. He's just in a simple A pose maybe, so that it's easy to tell. And when it comes to shape design and silhouette, it's always good to create some variations. So does he have a square head? Does he have a circular head? All that kind of stuff. Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll draw somewhat big and then shrink it down afterwards. I am thinking... Personally, I feel like if he's kind-hearted, but he sleeps late and he's hunting, he's got a little bit of a hunch to him. So... And I guess someone said like a ray gun, so maybe we can give him a little bit of a ray gun kind of a vibe to him. Maybe we will shift the head up. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like Ghostbusters kind of vibe. A little bit skinnier, a little lanky. Oh, what if like big body and some skinny arms? I don't know. That could be a cool kind of combination of clothing. We did say, like, in the 90s, people wore a lot of baggy clothing. I know we did say, like, oh, maybe in the apocalypse. I'm still a little bit up in the air about that. I don't know if we want him to be in the apocalypse. Round. I see a lot of people saying round. Here, we'll give round a shot. He's got a little bit of a... But here's the thing. We can give him a... He's actually skinny, but he just wears baggy clothing. So that could be something. Maybe a suit. Oh, a suit? That could be interesting. But here's the thing, too. Is like, okay, he's good at martial arts. I feel like if he has martial arts, would he be wearing a suit? I don't know. Armor? Oh, armor could be neat. We could maybe do something with, like, armor. There could be something there with armor. He's wearing baggy clothes. It's kind of like a sweat. Well, I think someone said camo pants. I feel like camo pants are pretty baggy as well. Kind of a deal. And he's also 15, meaning that like this guy is not too tall or he's not too wide or anything. We're going to go with my gut and just kind of go with the basic route over here, maybe. He's got kind of like these sweats. Oh, you know, like people had those hoop rings, right? Like, people had some hoop rings beforehand. So maybe something like this. I know this is a little bit different from what you guys are describing, but we're gonna stick with it for now. I know you guys said round, taekwondo, or aikido. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dad's old stuff. Oh. If that's true, I feel like, we're gonna give him round head. I did like the goggles. Maybe he has a hat on. Backwards cap, guys? I feel like backwards cap is very 90s. This is like Magic School Bus. What was that kid's name? Ralph? Ralph with the rolled up sleeves and everything. Maybe we'll switch the pen around. Rolled up sleeves. This is like the, I don't know, suction. I'm just thinking Ghostbusters right now. I'm just like, yeah, Ghostbusters. That's what we're gonna go with. Ghostbusters and everything. He's lanky and well, you said dad's clothing, so maybe like it's just baggy all the way down. He's got like the cargo pants pockets, dad pants, the cargo pants and everything. And he's got like the shoes, normal shoes. Kind of looks like a little bit like a Christmas tree, I feel like, with this drawing over here. Maybe he lassos them. Yeah, he could lasso them. That could be a thing. His father's worn out GI. Oh. I like that concept. Like he's wearing his parents' clothing because he doesn't know that they've passed on. So his parents have magically disappeared, or at least to him, he doesn't know. So I kind of like the concept of like he's wearing his parents' clothing. Okay, we're gonna go for Chunky. I feel like the moment I go with Chunky, I'm immediately imagining the kid from Goonies. What was that kid's name in Goonies? What do they call him? The guy who would like slap his stomach. I don't know. Have any of you guys watched Goonies before? No one here. Oh, you know what? This guy, he'd be wearing like, we're just gonna write cargo. We're gonna make baggy top. And this one, I kind of want to see if we go for like this big guy. I kind of want to go with, is it Chowder? No, it's not Chowder. Why didn't I think of Chowder? But I kind of want him to wear a varsity jacket. I don't know. Okay, I realize I'm leaning more towards American. I don't know if we could still do Sweden. Okay, maybe he's American or Canadian. Let's do Canadian. He's Canadian, but then his parents are Swedish. So he's going back to Sweden to try to look for them, and he finds them in a Viking ship in Sweden. So his background is Swedish, but he lives in, let's just say, Canada. 90s Canada. This is like when YTV was like zany. I don't know if we got some fellow Canadians here, but YTV in the 90s was wild. That's what I remember the 90s being, is the way YTV had like those transition screens. Kevin, I don't know if you remember what I'm talking about, but like those, like, remember when it was movie night and it was called 2 thumbs up or 3 hairy thumbs up, and you get this like stop motion claymation looking thing of this weird hand, this floating hand with 3 hairy fingers, like going like, yeah, it's 3 hairy thumbs up. And I was like, what is this? this is so bizarre. Who was like thinking up of this stuff? It's crazy. Watch old yeah, like YTV in the 90s, man. That's what I remember, man. That's my thing right there. Varsity jacket. Maybe this guy's like an onion. We got the parachute puffy pants here. I feel like this is a bit too big. I like the backwards baseball cap though. I feel like that could be a thing. Backwards baseball cap. Oh, I like. Oh, maybe he wears that army hat. I don't know. Who knows? It's 3 hairy thumbs up. Is that what they said? Yeah, I feel like that's like, I can't quite remember it, but like it's such a weird thing. Like, it's so weird. You should pick a place in the world that has the most hauntings. I feel like Sweden's pretty good. You know, it's like old. It's got a lot of history. No, no, no. His lineage is from Sweden, but his parents disappeared in Sweden, so he's going back to Sweden to go look for them because he thinks that's where he's from. Yeah, like a cadet hat. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Um, that's the thing where I'm like, maybe he doesn't start in Sweden. You know. So we'll see. It is 4 o'clock, so we'll maybe come up with like three more. And then we'll start honing in. We'll do some variations with the silhouettes that we've come up with. I don't know if he should be bigger, too. Like, like we can go even rounder with him. Make a short one. Okay, like short. I feel like is determined by context. So, I guess in this lineup, I could make we'll make one smaller short guy. Let's see. This is short and he's pretty round. I just kind of want to do a Chowder from Goonies or you know the Monster House. You know the guy from Monster House. Guys in the '90s got Mohawk. Are we giving him Mohawk? Or something. Who knows? Also baggy. Like '90s, everybody was wearing baggy. I think it's because of like what Tupac and Biggie and Tupac. Everybody was wearing like baggy clothes. I remember I was like, oh, baggy clothes. That's what I should wear. And then now I had so many clothes in high school. And I'm like, why is it all baggy? Why is it all big? It's because everybody's wearing baggy clothing. It's so strange. Shorts? We give him shorts. Do something like this, maybe. Oops. The very baggy. Okay, are we giving maybe like the shorts are even baggier? We have a very square pants, not like SpongeBob, but like you know they're getting there. They're fanning out a little bit. Is this short enough for you guys? I don't know. Like I realize I don't really draw that many people short. Aladdin style pant. Yeah, well, okay. That's kind of what I was going for with the cargo one. So yeah, I don't know. He's like 5'4". Does this feel short? I feel like this is short. We'll call this cargo short cargo. Short cargo. Variation. Aladdin inspired. Oh, that's pretty good too. Monster House was so good. It is so good. It's like a movie I watch, you know, like Coraline and what is it, Paranorman. Those are like the in Monster House, those are like my go-to Halloween movies. I know it's like way past. It's not nowhere near Halloween, but it's like my go-to, I feel like. Oversized shoes is a good combo. Okay, so I want to do oversized shoes, and probably I will because that's kind of like my style. But I don't know. Okay, also let's go with lanky now. Okay, if this. Okay, we did say. We did say. I feel like I'm just drawing Fred from Big Hero 6 right now. Someone did say like what long hair or like what is it? A mullet. I feel like mullet's too goofy for his personality, but you know what? We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot of okay, this is a side view. So what I'm drawing right now is a side view. Um kind of a thing. Hopefully maybe it makes it a little easier to understand. But I feel like this doesn't match his personality, you know. This got that shaggy vibe, you know. Oh, a jacket. What if you know? Maybe he wears a jacket. Maybe no mullet. I feel like the mullet just does not match his personality, you know. That big jacket. Did anybody ever watch like Dark? I don't know. Maybe we got younger watches here. Nobody's ever watched like Dark, but I feel like right now what I'm drawing, it reminds me of the guy with the yellow jacket from Dark, who like goes and hunts Jonas. I think is his name. Jonas, or something. Long ponytail. Casper, yeah, like a 90s ghost hunter. I guess we could like, maybe think of that too. So we got like one that's way lankier. So we got tall and lanky guy over here. We'll just call him tall and lanky. Tall, lanky. Tall, lanky. I don't know if tall and lanky, I don't know if it works or if it like fits within like the way we've described this character, because he's moody and he's serious. So I don't know, not 90s enough? Is this one's not 90 enough, Kevin? Dark is like a show. It's like it's a show about timeline. It's a little weird. So also I guess it's not a, yeah, but it's a good show to like watch. But I'm thinking like, I guess Ghostbusters, and in terms of like style, I feel like Ghostbusters and what else am I thinking about? Oh, Back to the Future. That's what I'm thinking about. Back to the Future and Ghostbusters is the vibe that I feel like I'm thinking of. But I really like that big jacket. Maybe we can stick with the big jacket. Goofball. Yeah, it does seem like a goofball character. So I don't know. I don't think the tall matches. The short cargo, I feel like I'm kind of leaning towards this one right now in terms of size, but I like the jacket. I think I might want to keep. I think I might. Yeah, I think the lanky might not work, but the jacket is good. Bro knows all the good movies. What do you mean? Those are all like the staples. You know, I feel like you gotta watch Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, Goonies. What was the other one? I don't know. 90 hoodie is very 90. Yeah. So I think I like the hoodie, or if it's a jacket, maybe it's like a rain jacket, and he can roll it up too. I feel like the 90s had a lot of that like crinkly cuff. You know, like how a lot of people wore jackets that looked like this. I feel like in the 90s, this to me is 90s. You know, like this kind of jacket. You know what I'm talking about, Kevin? Does anybody know what I'm like? The cuffs, like jackets used to be designed like this, and it was so uncomfortable as a kid to wear clothing like this. I don't know. Did people know what I'm talking about? Yeah, hopefully. Or like Indiana Jones. I'm just spouting all the movies that came out around that time period at this point. Okay, I do want to do maybe like two more. I think we got time to do two more silhouette shapes just to like hone it in, because I think we're almost there. Maybe no hat, but I know someone said goggles, so I'm thinking like, oh, what about a beanie? What if we got a beanie, you know? Or messy hair. This person's got messy hair. It's kind of all over the place. Maybe we'll do a short and squat face. People seem to want short, so we'll go short. And then a jacket or hoodie. I guess we'll do hoodie. Hoodie does feel very 90s to me. So I'm thinking messy hair, goggles. We got a hoodie on, very big hoodie. Like a pullover hoodie kind of thing. It's a pullover hoodie. It's really big. I feel like this is the style right now. Isn't it weird that like this was the 90s style, but I feel like this is just how people dress right now. Oh, although I feel like in the 90s the cuffs fanned out. So I remember having this like hoodie from like Roots or Nike, I think, from my mom, and like the bottom of the cuffs fanned out rather than like tightening it. So I feel like nowadays when you draw like a big baggy hoodie, the cuffs at at the end they taper this way. So this is now where I feel like back then 90s hoodies fanned outwards whereas now they fan inwards. Does that make sense? Am I talking crazy? Does or is this actually how it is? Cuz this is how it feels to me in terms of like how it went, but I don't know. I might be remembering it wrong. Who knows? I am not a fashionista. I'm like terrible with fashion, so I don't know. Okay, pants wise, okay, we're saying shorts. Shorts. I do like the shorts. We're going with like big baggy shorts. Let's go big. This seems like a moody person. I feel like I gotta lean into the whole like Tim Burton kind of vibe with with the uh with the way it looks and everything. So I feel like this is where we're going. Are we going like Paranorman vibe? I feel like we're going Paranorman kind of vibes here. And we do want the chunky shoes. I like chunky shoes. So we're going chunky. Are we going Air Jordans kind of chunky? Or are we going Vans and Converse type of chunky? Converse, like the clown shoes kind of. We're giving him clown shoes. Do we want to give him clown shoes? Gotta give him chunky shoes. I love chunky shoes. You know, we're bringing it back. You know, the whole Kingdom Hearts style of shoes. Okay, this is the vibe. I think we're going. I like the messy hair. I think I'm gonna go with like disheveled, really messy Tim Burton-y style of hair, like the Corpse's Bride style. You know, like that. I think is the vibe we're going for. Big hoodie, fans outwards, and then boxy. Maybe we'll go bigger even. Have the shorts go even lower. Do we want to give him socks? Anybody got any feelings on socks? Back then it was knee-high socks. Are we going back to the knee-high rolled-up socks? We can go with the knee-high rolled-up socks, I think. I think this is the vibe we're going for. I'm feeling this one. This one feels like this is a combination of everything, of like all of the previous ones we did, and I feel like this is the one. I'm feeling this one. Is the high socks? Yeah, high socks is such a thing. Yeah. Best parts of all the first one. Yeah, I feel like, you know, it's a good. Well, also the hair. I think the hair ties it in, because beforehand I feel like we couldn't quite figure out like what it is and everything. Okay, so now we're on to the third stage, which is rough drawing variations. So what this means is we're gonna take this and we're gonna expand upon it. So this is kind of our template right here. For as we now flesh out what do they look like, what are their posture, their poses, the clothing detail, how do they put their hands, do their hands go in their pocket, are they in the kangaroo pocket of the hoodie, does the hoodie even have pockets, drawstrings, like all these things. We're gonna figure it out. So this is kind of our progress. Now we do have about like 45 minutes, so we will see how far we go. I did say that I think 4 is where we'll get to. 5 was more of like extra. Like if we make it to 5, great. If we don't, it's okay. But my goal right now is 4, and I think we could do. I think we could do it. I think we can make it. So let's move on. We are gonna continue chugging along. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to just write down the basic shapes. I think right now our shapes is triangle, obviously, and then square at the bottom. We've basically designed a Christmas tree. He is a Christmas tree character, and then like kind of thin boxy. So this is kind of our template that we're gonna work off of. Will it look exactly like this as we continue like dissecting it and expanding upon it? Maybe not. It might still change over time, but this is what we're working with, and these are the shape, language, and proportions that we're kind of working with here. So that's kind of the goal. He should wear a backpack too. Oh yeah, he can wear a backpack. I feel like the more '90s backpack would be like sagging down kind of a thing. So yeah, it's good straight up. Yeah, so right now it's straight up because we're not I'm not trying to like figure out a pose or anything, but now it's kind of like this is the time. This is when we like start figuring out how this character might look. So that's what we're gonna do, and let's just get a feel for it, a rough overall feeling. I'm gonna try to draw small. Hopefully, it, like stays in line. Oh, the pants. Okay, so that's the other thing that we could play around with as well. Is like, okay, his pants. We're going for a very dark brown type of hair. I feel like. So, for his hair, I feel like that's kind of like the big personality aspect of it. It's meant to be like very disheveled. It's all over the place. You know, he doesn't sleep a lot. He sleeps late. He's stressed out trying to look for ghosts on this ship. And I do think I want to give him a little bit of like a squarish type face. I think, are we gonna make him hunchback? Do I feel like a hunchback makes sense? Maybe not too hunched back. Maybe not too hunched. And kangaroo, well, we'll give him. Oh yeah, and then we gotta give the drawstrings. Oh right, and you said backpack. There's just like more and more. The more we talk about it, the more we gotta add. I feel like this backpack, maybe I'll add it in the back angle. For now, we'll just keep it clean and simple so it's easier to see what it is that we're drawing. But yeah, this is the vibe. This is what we're going for, possibly, right here. Not full hunchback, but hunched over a bit. Yeah, I think that's a good one. Hunched over just like a little bit would be good. We also got to make sure he's simple enough that I will be able to animate this afterwards. So I'm going to try to remember that because sometimes I do get carried away. And it's like, oh, we can add this. Oh, we can put this. And then Joanne and Kevin already know this, which is just like, I get carried away with the animation. And it's like, oh wait, we don't have time to add all this. So this is why we're breaking it up. So hopefully down the road, it gives me a little bit more time to to add all these things. Never. Every time anyone just goes like never, I think of Michael Caine from The Dark Knight. You know, when like Bruce is like, haven't given up on me, have you, Alfred? And he's like, never. You know, I can't do a British accent, but that's what he says. And that's every time anyone says never, that's what I think of. Yeah, okay. So the pants. I feel like the pants, do we want to keep it flat? So what I mean by flat is like, are we keeping it like flat at the bottom or do we want it tapering at the bottom? Is kind of my question. And that's kind of what I think we should all I'm going to try to figure out. And we're doing knee-high socks. And we are doing, I think square face is the vibe that I do want to go with. Tapering outwards? Oh. Tapering outwards could be interesting because then it would make him like a real Christmas tree. We gotta make he's gonna be real Christmas tree like. We could play around with that. We can see how that looks. Also, these are cargo pants. So maybe we don't need to fan it out because if we fan out the pants, or fan out the pockets, they already kind of give a fanning out look. But again, this is kind of why we're doing this, because like we never know. It's kind of like something to experiment with and try out and see how it goes. So going shoes. By the way, I love drawing shoes. I love drawing experimental shoes. Shoes are so much fun to draw. Like once you get over like the fear of like, oh no, feet are so tricky to draw and shoes are so complicated. Shoes are so much fun to draw because you can go over the top with them and everything, and it's just like, it's so good. Kevin, are you getting flashbacks? Oh, bye Michael. Merry hunting, yeah. Oh, he's probably gone already. Well, thank you for joining us. But yeah, like I feel like right now shoes are good. Shoes are pretty simple. I feel like it's only been nowadays where they've been really pushing the soles. Do you think I have that right? You know, we're gonna give him like the Jordan, not Jordans, the Nike Air. Let's give him Nike Airs, like with the little bubble at the back. I feel like that's a good addition to have, possibly. Okay, so this is kind of the vibe I'm going with. I'm gonna give him really long drawstrings. I feel like that gives him a little bit of that. He's got a little bit of that edge, got that edge to him. 100% flashbacks. I hope they're good flashbacks, Kevin. I hope they're like, oh yes, reminds me of the good old days. The, you know, go walking to school with your backpack. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I think we're about the same age, so I don't know if you ever had to like walk to school around with a backpack like this. You know what would make this super 90s though, Kevin, is if we gave him that like backpack that he drags with him on the side. You know, a little dude, everyone had a stroller, had a roller backpack as a kid. We gotta give him one of these, dude. No, I swear no one has this anymore, right? Like no one has a roller backpack. But as a kid, dude, this was the backpack to have, man. This is so convenient. This is so convenient. You had a roller backpack. Come on, like that's just the way to like, carry all your books, man. Maybe nowadays there's not that many books. Like everybody has a computer, so you don't need a roller backpack anymore. That's just ghost hunting gear. That could be. That would make taking. Yeah, exactly. You just like ride on. I would sit on my roller backpack, but I feel like I wasn't supposed to. I was like, break it. He needs his ghost hunting gear. That's true. That's a lot. It could be something on the side. I do think the carry-on backpack, it works a lot better, and then the stroller could be something to add on afterwards. So, yeah. Okay, keeping an eye on time. We have about 40 minutes, a little under 40 minutes. I feel like this is pretty good. I don't know if there's any more to explore. Maybe. Oh, you know what? We haven't gone into his face. Ooh, what about? Okay, let's design maybe his. I feel like we've gotten the shape down pat. I really like this. I really like the outfit. I do think this is maybe a bit shorter. I think I like this height better. Do we want him shorter, guys? Do we want him a little bit more squat in the feeling, or do we like the height that he is right now? Kind of thing. So we got a backpack on, we got a roller bag for, I guess we'll say, gear. This is for his gear. He looks, yeah. Okay, so everybody's kind of giving a different feel on it. I'm just going to crop this out. We'll do a variation of this. Do a version where he's slightly cropped. And this is why we do this. So let's use the magic of digital. Make him a little wider at the top. He's gonna be a little skewed, but so do we like? I feel like this feels a little older. This is a little bit more okay. It looks a little janky because I squashed him down, but in proportion, we want to think about proportions here. So the height of him, maybe the details a little But what about like the details, you know? I feel like maybe. Oh, wait, did I put this all in one layer? Oh, I see. I feel like let's make him just a little bit back taller. Let's say this. I feel like this is pretty good. What about construction shapes? So we're not trying to figure that out just yet. We're just trying to get the concept of it. And I think that's going to come down with construction shapes once we get into the character rotation of him and the model sheet. This is more ideation, figuring out where we want to go with this character. Yeah. I think we settled on 15, or okay, I settled on 15. So I feel like this is pretty good. Although, are Swedish people tall? I feel like Swedish people are tall. So if he's 15, wouldn't he be like really tall? Are Swedish people tall? I don't know. I feel like he's tall. He's Robin. At this point, think of him as like Robin. His dad is PewDiePie. But PewDiePie has blonde hair. I feel like I gave him like the implication of black hair. You know what? Yeah, let's go with the top one. I do like the whole squat, but let's go with the top one. This one's good. Okay, so before we get into the face of it, we are going to actually I want to get into the bag first. So we're going to try to figure out because character design isn't just about just the face and the hands and all everything, but I think it's also comes down to your accessories. What do the hand shapes look like? If anyone's ever watched Mitchell's versus the Machine, they actually have a breakdown on how they wanted the hands to look specifically. I think Klaus has that too. If you look at the concept art for Klaus, they had to figure out and come up with a visual language for how the hands should look. And they were actually really strict about it, especially on Klaus, because Klaus is a 2D animated movie. And so they really had to finalize, like, the shape languages. Is it geometrical? Is it curved? How does the hand rotate? And all that kind of stuff. But we won't be able to get into that into this stream, maybe like down the road in the future streams. But for now, it's really just the concept of it, the conceptualization of how our character should look. And so I do want to decide a little bit as to what his gear should look like. Are we going for 90s Jansport bag? We're going making everything imbalanced. Let's see, what does a Jansport bag back, like old school Jansport bag look like? 90s Jansport backpack. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they still look the same. What? They have not changed. What in the world? What type of backpack did I have? I didn't have this. Trying to remember what did mine look like. I feel like mine looked like none of these. What is this? What is this nonsense? They are really big. They're kind of wide. They are really baggy and wide. I really like the shape of this one. So this is the one that I'm thinking of. Like, it's really round and baggy. Like, it's almost egg-shaped. So I think we're going to go kind of use this approach. So I thought Jansport had a pocket in the top, but apparently they don't. Maybe we won't go with the Jansport bag, but I do like that egg shape. So maybe we'll go with the egg shape. And we'll go with, because he's a ghost hunter. He needs a backpack that can carry quite a lot of stuff in it. So I think I want to go with something like this, where it's also got a pocket. This is a fold buckle kind of thing. Buckle, another buckle. So this is a flap for it to open. We got a handle. We're going for the round egg shape kind of backpack, and then it goes like this. He needs a bag with a lot of pockets. He does, but we gotta keep it to the 90s, you know. And I feel like I guess we could. So it's kind of a roll up. So this pocket flips open. We got a zipper pocket right over here. We got a big pocket over here in the front. So right now we got 3 pockets. We gotta add, I think I'm gonna add a netted pocket right over here. So we gotta give him the net pocket. Let's say both sides. I don't think I've ever seen double-sided net pocket in so long. This is such an old style of a backpack. He carries eggs with him? Oh, because it's egg shaped? I guess so. Yeah, he can be carrying eggs, I guess. That looks like a hiking. Yeah, so because he's a ghost hunter, I do want to make sure that this bag is like versatile and that he can do a lot with the backpack. So we're giving him the net pockets to stick stuff into. Maybe there can be like a strap on the side. Honestly, he could also maybe like make this stuff himself. He can like attach stuff and customize his own backpack. It's kind of what I'm kind of imagining. He has pockets inside of the pockets. Yeah, net pockets. I don't think I've ever seen net pockets in so long. It's all just the elastic type of pockets nowadays. So I think this is a pretty good one. It's like baggy and egg shape, which I do like. It like it's unnecessarily wide. And so that's kind of the backpack shape that's gonna stick over here. Logos. Do we want to make up like this fake, in Chinese we say fanban Nike logo, Nike sweater? We want a bootleg Nike. Let's see. Ghostbuster logo. Oh, fake Supreme. Okay. Yo, let's combine. I was just gonna say let's combine the Ghostbuster logo with the Supreme, and then I just realized that's just the no sign. It's just the no sign. This is in front of his hoodie. Psych. Haha, get it. Yeah. Hopefully people know what I'm saying. We got to get that Fanban Nike. Supreme. Oh, what's that? Let's come up with another name for it. The Supreme. We got a ghost. Let's see, ghost coming out of it. Pair Ghostbusters and wing canvas. Oh, you know what, that kind of works since wing canvas's logo, it's like kind of a ghost. I feel like logo design's like a whole other thing though. I don't know if if I've got the time to create a whole logo, I realized. You know, we'll go with the no sign for now. Well, you know, we'll keep this in a back pocket. I'll write it down just so that we can come back to it. Wing canvas ghost logo. Maybe. Let's see. We'll Supreme. Supreme, hire me. No, I'm just kidding. I'll design your clothing for you. Let's see. We'll just do this for jokes, just for now. I don't think we'll name it Supreme, obviously. That might be a little bit too on the nose, but we'll just put this here for like for funsies. Just for jokes. And just gonna shrink this down. Could be like a neat little logo thing going on. The word says tubular. Oh, tubular. You know what? I'm down for that. Tubular. Yo, I love that word. Bodacious. We gonna do bodacious. There was a year where me and my friend just kept saying bodacious all the time. Tubular. I feel like that's too fun of a word. Oh, you know what? I write tubular, but write it in like a metal rock style of a font. That'd be kind of funny. Metal rock. Because tubular is like more like chill and like taking it easy. But like if you're doing like a rock font, metal rock font, I feel like it changes the vibe of it. He's that help him out by making portfolio for Josh. Supreme curated portfolio, guys, is what I'm secretly having you guys do. That's the real purpose of this stream, to help me make a supreme portfolio. Okay, face. Let's see. Just shrink the pen down. Let's see. I did want a square face. I'm thinking kind of something like Timothée Chalamet. Oh, juxtaposition. Oh, that's a good word. Ooh. I feel like down the road, I'm gonna look at these words and I'm like, why did I write all these words down? I love the word juxtaposition. Yo, we use the word juxtaposition so much during university days, because professors would constantly just be like, this I can't say the word. That's not a word. The juxtaposition. Is that an adverb? You can't make juxtaposition an adverb, can you? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, we're gonna go, let's say, with juxtapose. Thank you, Sonny. Yes, Kevin. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Grammar, English. Yeah, I speak English. Yeah. Hyperbole? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Juxtapose became like my favorite word during university because professors kept using it all the time when looking at your work. And it's like, well, this image juxtaposed next to this color, and it'd be like, oh, I like that word. That's pretty good. Let me use it, not in everything, but yes. Thank you, Selena. Is it Celine or Selena? Celine. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so for the face, we underment. Yeah. That's a good one. I like that, underment. Now you're a teacher. Use it for your students. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I was thinking like maybe a square face, more Timothée Chalamet style of a face. Very square, very angular type, maybe. I feel like square exploration is like a whole other thing as well. So that's kind of like it's gonna be a whole thing down the road. And because, what is he? He's 15 at this point. I don't want to make him look too old just yet. He's got to have a little bit of that youthfulness in the face shape, and that's going to be just like face size. It's just like can't be too big or anything. But yeah. I'm just going to draw the hoodie just to add to the vibe, Make sure I got it. And yeah, maybe something like this. Timothée. Yeah, he's got an accent. He's got a accent in front of one of the E's. The first E. Oh, big ears? Yes, we gotta go big ears. Timothée. His name is Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet. We're just gonna get a feel for the face, not necessarily finalizing anything. You know what? I'm gonna move this over actually to the other side, just because we're running out of space, and I do think we've basically come down to a conclusion of where this should go. So this is where we're gonna bring it. And everything. Luke eyebrows. Shamalama. Yeah. Material girl. The what? Material girl eyelashes. Okay, I do want to not make it too like oh, he's got that floof. You know, his hair, it's got that floof to it. I don't want it to be that floofy. But then I just realized as well that I gotta animate this. So we can't go too crazy with the hair. Maybe we go spiky. I kind of like this spike and then it like coming down, maybe. You know, we'll see. We'll see. This is how I like to figure out hair. You know, just grab a shape, get the shape of the head down, grab a shape for like what I kind of want the hair to look. And then, yeah. He's got that wild hair, you know. He's got to have it just over the top and everything. I guess the hair would cover the ears if it's this long and big. He's got a little bit of, you know, maybe are we going with curls? I feel like this feels more curls than that Tim Burton like over the top style or something. He uses hairspray. You know, this is like the Green Day era of hairs. You know, dude, remember when people used to spike up their hair like in Green Day, how Green Day did it? Man, that was that was a style. Oh man. And everything. Dude, man, like the mohawks, dude, I remember so many of my friends, dude, it was like solid. People's hair, they would put so much gel into it. It was solid. I just realized I just drew Aang with spiky Green Day hair is basically what I did. We'll well, you know, it could be something, you know. We'll see. We'll put a pin on it. Maybe we do just end up drawing Aang with Green Day hair. I've had a very old hairstyle in the 90s, very early. Dude, I was too afraid to go that crazy. Like my parents never bought me hair gel, and I was too afraid to use it anyways, so I never used it or anything. I feel like it's too crazy, you know? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I wanted him to have more of like that crazy doctor hair rather than like punk rock hair. But 90s was very punk rock as well. Like the 90s is very 80s and 90s very very punk rock vibe. Period. Punk rock period. Formal hair all the time. Yeah. Reel it back in. Yeah. Reel it back in. You know, I'm so tempted to give him like spacers, earrings. This is a punk rock Aang is what we've designed. What I've designed. What have I done? I've created punk rock Aang is what I've done. Not really go full in on like the details of the hair. I just really want to get a general sense of what he might look like. Okay, I put in the earring for fun. I'm not gonna leave the earring in. Obviously, I'm not. I don't think it quite works with the with who he is. I mean, he is supposed to be super serious. He is like edgy, so I don't know. Maybe an earring does work with this. Who knows? A partition near the middle of the head. You think so? Oh, I'm also initially I was just going to go with black hair. I don't know. Maybe we could do like a dirty blonde style type of hairstyle. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe okay. If he has a partition near the middle, then I think we gotta take that front part. Oh, white. Yo, okay, wait. If he has a ghost complex, I think I kind of want to give him like a white strip of hair, like near in the center. You know, kind of like Frankenstein's wife, or like the Draco Malfoy's mother from Harry Potter. How she has like a white strip down. I think that'd be kind of, he's coming out. He's an edgy boy. Maybe a little too edgy. I don't know. We'll see how how this feels. It's coming off a little bit too edgy for me. But yeah, a little bit like Paranorman. Yeah, I mean, I did go for like the more square head, but this is Paranorman if he was edgy, you know. He's got the piercing, he's got white hair near the front because he's got connections to the spirit realm and everything, you know. Hello, what's up? I was gonna say Anna. Oh yeah, you know Anna. Yeah, that's also the thing. Hope to see what's going. How's it going? It's going good. Welcome to the stream. You've caught kind of near the end. We're kind of slowly coming to a close here. But hopefully everybody here enjoyed the stream. If you do enjoy the stream, do feel free to give us a like. It does help us tremendously. Always trying to beat the algorithm and everything. And if you do want to make sure that you catch all streams, be sure to subscribe to our streams so that you never miss out. We do schedule a lot of our videos ahead of time. This way you know it before it happens. And yeah, just a little bit of a teaser. Let's check what's coming up. I believe Faye is going to be streaming next week. Yes, on the 10th, I think. Fabe is going to be streaming how to draw cherubs. So that's going to be neat. Drawing like babies and toddlers are hard. So that is a good one to watch, because if you ever want to know like what it takes to draw like a younger character, I guess in this case it's super applicable because we're drawing a younger character right here. it is tough because the proportions get all changed, and I think we also have like a video of Jesse talking about that, or maybe there was like a live stream talking about what it takes to draw a younger person. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. And it's gonna be Faye's return to streaming as well, so if you want to make sure that you don't miss it, definitely subscribe. This way you are notified as to when the stream happens. Yeah. And I am switching over to Monday almost, I think, soon. I think I have a few more streams on Saturday left, but then after a certain point, I think once spring starts, I am permanently, for now, going to be on Sunday. So it's going to be me and Iggy swapping our streams and everything. So yeah, okay, I'm just sticking with this right now because I just want to be able to flesh out the drawing for now. Go put it here and everything. But how's everybody's doing? How is everybody doing? How are their weekends? Are your weekends good? I know this is a little bit more on the realistic side, so I think maybe on my own time, I will cartoonify it, simplify it just a little bit, so it's a bit easier to draw, especially once we get to the animation side of things. And I am definitely gonna figure out how the hair is gonna look, because the hair is... I don't think I can. Will have enough time to animate hair that's like that. It's gonna be hard to do within the time frame that we give ourselves. So I'm gonna have to find a way to figure out what the hair is gonna look like. Yeah. Thanks, Faye. Yeah. No, it's really cool. It's so awesome to see kind of like the journey, the progress that we made from like writing down all these descriptions and this backstory to figuring out what the personality is and the shape design and silhouette, and then finally honing it in that we have this. It's still rough, for sure, but it's like, you know, it's coming together. I think it's like really representative of like why it's so important to really figure things out first in terms of like your design or your character and the backstory and all these like kind of building steps, I guess, in order to allow for you to have a very fleshed out well realized character, because I don't think we would have been able to come up with this type of character if we just winged it. If I just out of the blue was like, okay, we are just gonna draw the first thing that pops into my head when it comes to what I think a ghost hunter would look like. I don't think this is necessarily the first approach, although I do think that like after we add the backpack and like the goggles and everything, it will start fleshing it out, and you'll be able to be like, oh yeah, there is like elements of like a ghost hunter here in its subtlety. Not necessarily like, we're not going over the top and be like, yeah, look at all these gears and everything is, and that makes it feel like a ghost hunter, you know. I feel like what's cool about this is that it's nuanced, you know. It's not over the top, in your face, like, oh here, look at this ghost hunter right here. Like, it's a bit subtler, you know. So yeah. Hair can be a long ponytail with a side bang. Side bang. What is a side bang? I don't think I've ever heard a side bang before. What is that? Gotta give that fan out. That's what we were talking about this whole time. Gotta have that fan out for the... It's drooping. I feel like the 90s is all about baggy clothes and drooping down. It's all about that untapered, unrefined 90s fashion. It's like right here. Oh, we didn't even figure out a logo for the hoodie. You know, that's what we're really missing here. I think we are gonna stick. I'm gonna go with the Juxtapose. I think that's a really cool name for a hoodie brand. Trademark. I'm claiming it. No one else steal it. Juxtapose. I wouldn't be surprised if Juxtapose was taken already. Yeah. Like half a bang, which is in front of the face. Oh. Yeah, I mean, maybe afterwards, once when we come back to this and we start drawing like the expression models and the turnaround, and we come back to this, you'll see a changed version maybe, or we can work on the change. We'll see. We'll see how much time and what the upcoming streams will be like, and then I'll kind of decide whether I'll work on it on my own to refine it, or whether it'll be something that we'll work on the stream. Yeah. Juxtapose merch. I'm all for it. I'm down. I want that. I want that merch. Juxtapose merch. And then it'll have the little wing canvas ghost on it. For the like the image and whatnot. Did 90s shorts have the drawstrings? Kevin, can you confirm with me, did they have drawstrings coming from the bottom of the shorts? Or is that more of like a 2010 thing? Because like, I'm not too sure when that kind of started happening. You know what I'm talking about? Tattered jeans? Oh, true. You know what? We still have his sidekick. Maybe this is his sidekick right over here. And this guy can have tattered jeans. I think I'm down with that. Let's see. If his waist is around here, his legs might be close to... Gotta give him that like big cargo like zipper kind of thing. Here maybe. I'm gonna push those pants back. He's got them big socks. Gotta give those long socks. I don't know if I think I might run out of space for for the shoes. Whoops. My bad. Okay, cool. Let's see. His feet. I think we're gonna go with the Air Jordans. That's what we're gonna kind of replicate. We're gonna draw Air Jordans. Big, yeah, I'm gonna run out of space. I'm gonna shrink him just a little bit. Yeah, this right now looks like Aang. Aang if Aang had like he went through an edgy he went through his edgy phase. It's like, oh, I only listen to Linkin Park and Guns N' Roses and Nine Inch Nails. Ghost. Oh right, Ghost Dog. Whoops, my bad. Yeah, he. I guess it should be the Ghost Dog. Okay, I haven't designed the Ghost Dog. Well, that'll be for later. You know that's a little bit too much work. We only just figured out how edgy Aang should look like. Okay, we also haven't come up with a name. Anybody want to spitball some names for our character here? And don't let the idea of Aang contaminate how you think the name should be. Let's just I don't know, even I can't I'm not really sure what kind of name to give him right now. Maybe this pushed back a little bit more. William. Ooh. Oh yeah, maybe we pick some like Swedish names. William is good though. I kind of William feels like it works. Bjorn, is Bjorn a Swedish name? It could be. Bjorn works. I feel like Bjorn could work. Swedish names. Let's see. Adrian, Gustav. We're not naming Gustav. Harry. What about okay, let's just see. I am Googling it. Let's see. We got not a lot of names. We got Nils. Nils. I feel like Nils could be cool. Oh, William. Did someone? Is that why someone put out William? Is because William's a popular name right now? Bjorn. Is Bjorn Swedish though? That's the real question. Hiroshi. That just. Is that Japanese? That sounds Japanese. Top 10 names. Oh, from the 90s. Oh, true. Let's see. I mean, I'm kind of cool with Nils and William. William and Nils kind of works. I'm going to put that down. Name. I love how we didn't even name this guy yet. Nils. I'm throwing my hat in for Nils. We got William. We got Will. William. Bartholomew? No, there's no way that's a Swedish name, is it? Oliver? Damien? Damien feels too evil. I don't know. You know what I mean? Hugo? I was looking at Hugo. Victory? Ooh. Yeah. Okay, so what are some last names? What are some... We just make it PewDiePie's last name. Swedish last names. Anderson. Bergstorm. Bjork. Okay, Bjork apparently is a last name. We could go with Bjork. Nils Bjork. Or does that sound... That doesn't really... William Bjork. Will Bjork. I don't know. I guess it doesn't need to roll off the tongue properly. Because, names don't always fit perfectly. Victor's, I don't know. I think it's because I associate Victor with, Victor Crumb. From Harry Potter, so every time I hear the name Victor, I think of a big dude, it needs to be muscular and broad and boxy. Nils Williams. Okay, I just wrote William as a possible name, but I'm not saying that his name is Nils Williams. I mean, it could be Williams. William could work. Nils Hansen. Ooh, that does roll off the tongue. Nils Hansen does roll the tongue pretty good. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about the time. It is 4:59. I am going to just finish adding the shoes here. Let's see, what is it? Air Jordans have that front tip to them. Has that thing there. It's gonna be a little bit of a messy drawing over here, but I don't mind going over just a little bit. But thank you everybody for joining the stream. Thank you for all the helpful suggestions and all the different naming conventions and everything. It was really fun trying to figure out who this character would be and all the different naming conventions and everything. So it was really awesome And hope you guys had a lot of fun in the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed my first Sunday stream and many more to come as well. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna slowly figure out who this character is over time, and we're gonna see the evolution of just how it takes to have a character be designed and figured out and all that kind of stuff. But let's take one final look. This is basically what we have so far, and basically the progression. His head is so small. That's the point. He's supposed to be like proportionally a little, you know, this is the 90s. We're going for a 90s look. 90s I feel like had a very weird proportion just because everyone's super bad. You know, everybody wore baggy, wrinkly clothing and everything. So yeah, the 10th is it? Oh, and then the what is it? 10th is phase streaming. So guys, thank you for everything. This is where we kind of ended at it, and this is the progression. I know we didn't get to the cleanup phase for the stream, but I think we'll leave that for like later, or I'll work on it a little bit afterwards. Andres, okay, you know what? While people are throwing this out, William Niels Lehner. That's too complicated. I'll put Bjork as like a possibility. Bjork and was it Andres? That feels more like Latin based than Swedish. Or Hansen. Oh right, Hansen. Hansen was good. We'll put Hansen down. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it here. And I'm gonna post this entire part. But I might separate the final drawing and design of our character here in red. So you can kind of separate it, kind of see it in a more clean way with all the writing around it. But this is kind of the progress that I would take in coming up with a character that's curated for whether it be for even comic books or video games or animation, because this is kind of like the more in-depth way of approaching characters design. But thank you all for joining me, and just a little bit of closing statements. We are also an online art school, so if any of this remotely sounds interesting, we do some of this in my classes, and I think even in Jesse and Iggy's class for cartooning and anime, as well as Jesse's illustration class. So if any of this sounds familiar or like remotely interesting, definitely check out our website. We have a lot of classes there, where we have great selection of teachers that are very talented, and they really know their stuff. So if any classes remotely sound interesting, definitely check our website, and maybe we'll see you in class as well. And if you liked our stream, definitely drop a like and a subscribe. It really helps us out a lot, and we really appreciate it. And subscribing is also just a great way so for you to be updated with our streams and our upcoming videos. So definitely give us a like and a subscribe. Really appreciate it. And if you want to support us further, we do have Patreon, and we have a lot of perks that come with Patreon. So here is a quick viewing of all the things that come with Patreon, such as chat, members only chat and critique, files, emotes, badges, all that kind of stuff. So definitely check out our Patreon if you want to support us further. And as always, we have social media, so Discord, Instagram, Facebook. That's where all our drawings are going to be posted. Once this stream is done, I am going to be posting it first on Discord, and then it will be posted later on onto Instagram, Facebook. Am I missing one? Oh, and TikTok, right? Because now we're on TikTok, so it will be on TikTok as well. So that's kind of it. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Enjoy the last little bit of your weekend, and have a good night or a good morning or wherever you are in your time zone. But hope you have a good rest of the day, and have a good rest of the weekend. Bye-bye.